Hello everybody, welcome on a new update on now Hurricane Danielle. This upgraded to a hurricane early this morning, and here's the latest update as to 3 p.m. EDT, September 2nd, 2022. The status of the storm is a Category 1, and some of the statistics are 75 mile/hour wind speed, which is actually the minimal to be a hurricane. Well, actually the minimal is 74, but yes, this is minimal hurricane strength, with a pressure of 992 millibars and an almost stationary movement at west at 1 mile per hour as it starts its turn over that ridge, and severity is 0 out of 10 due to the fact this storm is not affecting any land. NAC Tropical Cyclone Disturbance Map, we do have Danielle up there. It has moving very little and is staying in a warm spot because as this storm starts to move north, it begins to lose some of that ocean heat. Right now, it's in a ocean environment that can barely strengthen storms. So this will be a gradual strengthening through tomorrow and through Sunday, and then from Monday on, it will then weaken. And we also have those two X's there. The orange X, 50% chance next 2 days, 70% chance the next 5 days, same as yesterday. Its track is actually shifted a little bit more westward, so it's likely to now be affecting more of the Leeward Islands or the Lesser Antilles. This storm is actually more likely to pass by Bermuda the more it takes to form to a tropical cyclone, because when it does become a tropical cyclone, it will then get carried by the ridge that Danielle's on right now and bring it to the northeast toward the Azores. The yellow X is, let's just say it hasn't been doing very well. The percentage is above 10% in the next 5 days and 2 days. It has severely weakened and lost almost all of its convection and is a very low chance of forming right now. But we'll see what it does from here on out, but it's most likely not to form. NAC Future Path Forecast, yep, this storm is a hurricane and will maintain its strength and actually has a good chance of becoming a Category 2 hurricane by Sunday night. I think they're predicting. As you can see, it's like very, very slow tracking until Monday before it starts boosting off toward the northeast. It's going to stay in a general area. It's good that it stays in a general area if it wants to strengthen, but if it stays for an area too long, it does upwelling, which is basically bringing the cold ocean waters from the depths up to the sea surface. So the more it stays in a certain position or a certain area, the more it will mix up the sea surface temperatures in that area, which is why after the major hurricanes in the Atlantic Basins, if you look at a temperature map of the sea surface temperatures, you can clearly see the mark the storm left as it mixed up all the cold water from below. Convection imagery and water vapor imagery. This storm is trying to form an eye here right now, as it looks like. Some people might say it looks like a subtropical storm, but I don't think it is, because this is usually what storms do when they want to transition and create an eye to continue its strengthening toward Category 2 or even Category 3 status sometimes. Has that significant outflow on the north and most of the outflows on the south side of the storm. The wind field is expanding as we speak right now, but this storm is expected to get way larger the more northeast it gets, because usually when storms get more north, their wind field expands dramatically, but they do weaken as they become extra tropical. And looking at the water vapor imagery, very scattered thunderstorms on the southeast side of the storm from its tail there as a hurricane. But the middle is looking pretty healthy. It might be exposing itself to some dry air right now, which is why it's stunting its growth, which is why it grew very fast yesterday and slow today. But as soon as it forms that eye, no more dry air can get into the system whatsoever, and it will continue its strengthening phase. Finally, we have the NAC tropical weather discussion. It's very long, but what it basically says is that Danielle has continued strengthening, and a ragged eye is evident in convectional satellite imagery, and deep convection surrounds much of the northern and western portions of the circulation. Danielle is the first Atlantic hurricane of the season. Some people said Bonnie was a hurricane. It should count for the Atlantic, but it became a hurricane in the Pacific Ocean, which is why it doesn't really count. And it also says weakenings expected to commence as Danielle gains latitude and moves over cooler waters, while it encounters more deep layer shear within the mid-latitude westerlies. And the 12-hour motion of Danielle has been an easterly drift. The hurricane appears to have become nearly stationary, as I said before, this morning. And it will continue its strengthening for the next 2 to 3 days, but after 3 days, it shall continue its weakening phase. So that is it, everyone, for this video. Make sure to share this video and also turn on those notifications if you don't want to miss a weather update. See y'all!